Today we are taking a look inside one of the most renowned sports card companies in the country. From rookie sensations to legendary Hall of Famers, this place is a haven for anyone passionate about sports history and collectibles.
This is a blessing. Every single day, I couldn't imagine my life without sports cards, and I try to make them all realize it.
Join us as we uncover the secrets behind their success, meet the masterminds shaping the industry, and explore the treasures housed within. I am in Miami, Florida, and I am at the sports card shop of the future. This is a multi-million-dollar card shop and breaking company. I'm gonna give you guys an inside look of what goes on here at Pull Wax. I've been saying I was gonna come here since I met these guys in 2020, and finally in 2024, I made it. They're online breakers and they've pulled some of the biggest cards in the world on Whatnot and Fanatics Live. The real Pullman began this operation, and I've known Michael Vinokaur since the beginning. He is one of the hardest workers in the hobby, but he has assembled the absolute dream team to run his card shop. Building trust in this hobby can be very tough, but if you form the right team, you can have a successful business just like Pull Wax. Michael owns the shop, Dano is the operations, Jake is the CFO, Jack runs the card shop, and you guys are gonna meet some of the most entertaining breakers on the internet.
I'm Dano. I run all the operations here at Pull Wax, from the scheduling to what the breakers are running to the day-to-day with shipping. A lot of things going on every single day. It depends what day you ask me what I do, because I just wear so many hats. We've had this store now for about 4 years, and the first week that we actually opened this store, I started working at Pull Wax. So before, it used to be me, Philly, Jake, Mike, and Z Wade, and we ran everything. I'm talking about everything from breaking to shipping.
This was the beginning.
This was the beginning. So the layouts have changed and stuff like that, but right here used to be green screen, and then this corner was me and Philly. So I used to be the moderator. I used to like set up all the breaks that we were gonna post on the Shopify, and then Philly would just break right here.
Wow.
And now they kind of run just all the back end stuff, the buying, a lot of the selling, as far as like the cards and the auctions for Whatnot happen here. The Kobe side, that's been there all along. Instagram used to be here, Whatnot used to be out there. And then once Whatnot started taking off, we started doing Whatnot in this table. After the growth started happening, you know, the 10, 15 people here every day, Mikey decided to get an office. And then that was step 2. So now we're by step 3, where we got a new, bigger, and better office, which we'll head over there later on. Have you heard of this grading company? The Rare Edition?
No, I have.
I used to have so much fun with these cards. Check this out.
Oh! Literally can't do anything to it. It won't break.
But we've ran it over. We've done so many different things. It just, Wisely, just try to break this real quick.
Are you sure? I don't want to.
Wait. This is like a skit from Napoleon Dynamite right now.
The hobby.
It's fine.
The thing.
It doesn't break.
You didn't say Kin the Suit did a whole piece of content like that.
Listen, man, you guys owe us some royalties after this, all right? No, I'm just kidding.
It cracked.
Did it?
Oh, shit.
Oh. A little crack action. Jack wears many hats. Jack does a lot of buying, runs his shop realistically, and ever since I met Jack, I just fell in love with him and his hair. So this is Jack.
You're gonna make me blush.
He's gonna show you around the store.
All right, Jack, show us around the store.
Well, first of all, Mojo, it's very cool for you to be here, man. We've met each other for a little while ago, and you talked about coming here, and you're finally here. And honestly, it's gonna be a big boost for the shop. I'm really excited for it. But just like any basic retail store, we got everything a little distributed, a little bit evenly, right? So you come over here, you're gonna have, call them sort of your tertiary sports. You got soccer, you got your hockey down below. Working your way over here, you get into 2 big cases of football cards, right? We like to ascend them where we got the higher end stuff on the top of the shelves, mid and then lower end stuff, so it goes accordingly. And you know, we really like to keep these cases stacked, but you know, stuff goes in waves. So like right now, football's in the off season, we got tons of football stuff. Basketball season just ended. You can take a look at the basketball shelves over there. They're a lot more empty, right? Sort of goes in waves, but we like to make sure we get everything really spread out and even, so we got a lot of inventory. It's easy for our customers to look through and people can get the deals they're looking for. Jared Goff 101, AB Flawless. We got some of the newer guys, the Bryce Young Prismatic out of 10. This is actually one of the coolest cards in the shop, I think.
Dude.
Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers.
Wow, look at that.
Quadruple auto. That's a really cool one. We got Tom Brady rookies, Eli Manning rookies. There's certain things when you run a retail store, like certain cards that you just have to have. Tom Brady rookies, Luka Doncic rookies. I mean, I'd love to say we have a Jordan rookie, but not at the moment. But stuff like that, there's just certain staples that you always have to hit. So we like to make sure we have selection where every player you want, every team you want, every type of product that you want.
So this is the front area?
Yeah, so you come over here and you get into this whole case right here is going to be our higher end stuff. Mike Trout rookie on the Diamond Anniversary.
Wow, that's a beauty.
Carmelo Anthony rookies. Jared Goff rookie gold prism. Some Mahomes color blast. Person that's running a retail store, just at the end of the day, it comes down to having like a good taste in cards, right? Because you have someone running a retail store that doesn't, it's not going to be around for too long. I like to think that us, as well as the rest of the buying team that we have here, have really good taste in cards, and that's reflected on our shelves.
And are you guys trading most of these and selling? Like how often?
We do everything: buying, selling, trading, whatever you want to do in shop. If you are ever in the area, you're ever in Miami, we are centrally located, right in between South Beach, Broward County, Fort Lauderdale. So if you're ever in the area on vacation, you want to see what the local card shops are like, come by. Buy, sell, trade, whatever you want to do. You want to hang out, hit the claw machine for a little bit, it's whatever. Coming over here, we got the baseball side right here. I think baseball is probably my favorite to buy and sell. Like, I've always been a big baseball fan, and just all the new guys, the young guys coming up, it's a lot of fun in the hobby right now. We have a little bit of everything from old Darryl Strawberries, Adley Rushmans, Gunnar Hendersons. So like when we come in here, obviously we like to have stickers on all our prices, because like me as a consumer, when I go to either another card shop or a show and people don't have any stickers on their prices, it can be a waste of time sometimes. You have no idea. They might be super, super high off of, what the comps are and where I want to buy stuff at. We like to keep our stuff very accurate, up to date on comps. We're gonna be stickered right around comp point, right? I don't wanna have ridiculously high stickers so that people are afraid to make offers. We wanna price it so that people, price the move, so that people are willing to make offers. They'll know that we're not gonna be outrageous with it. And how it goes in this business, there's a lot of ups and downs, especially with modern day cards, right? You might get a card and next thing you know, the guy's out of the lineup. He could be, there's a million different things that guys can do to make the value of their cards drop. So you have to be up to date with what it is, right? We're stuck with a lot of Kenny Pickett's, a lot of Desmond Ritters. It happens, but you have to make sure you're keeping them priced accordingly so that they're able to move.
All right, Jack, I have a trick question for you.
What's that?
I come in with 90s baseball cards, or I make a phone call about 90s baseball cards. What's your response?
So look, junk wax is obviously, it's where the whole hobby came from, right? The 70s, 80s, even earlier than that. Unfortunately, that stuff doesn't hold the most value these days just because of how overpopulated and overprinted it was. But that is something that obviously, I probably get 5 calls a day to the store. We're like, hey, do you buy old baseball cards? And I always have to answer. I go, are your cards from the 70s, 80s, and 90s? And they say, yeah. And I'm like, look, I explained to them that we call it the junk wax era because everything was super overpopulated, overproduced. But you also don't want to just say no to everybody on that, right? Because it could be someone, you could be that needle in the haystack. Someone could have a 1952 mantle in there or something like that. But I always give the preface, and we'll get people come in too. It's honestly probably the worst part about my job is just giving people the bad news of like, I'm sorry, you don't have your retirement money in this box right here. But we always encourage people to come in because, like I said, you don't want to scare them away. So I always tell people like, hey, look, you want to shoot some pictures on Instagram, you want to come in the store, whatever you want to do, we will check them out. We'll give them a free valuation. I can tell you at least what a round it's worth. And even if I'm not going to buy it, I can tell you the best way to go about maybe getting rid of it. You want to check out, see how your corners are? And actually, hold up, comes a little light too.
Jeez, look at that thing. Mr. Minty's going to love
Shout
us.
out Mr. Minty.
So one of the most important things in the hobby is wax and packs. So
Obviously.
you're obviously pull wax.
We pull wax. That's one of our favorite things to do.
All right, so tell me about the wax wall and the additions.
So obviously you got the whole wax wall here. One of the things we actually just did was adding prices to all the wax here. Right, so everything's priced out. It has, a price on it so you know what it is. In the past, we never did, obviously because the prices of wax go up and down so much that we stayed away from putting prices on it. But one of two things would happen with our prices, right? Someone would come in here, they would either look at everything, and if you're not like the most extroverted person, you might not even ask how much something is. You just look, you don't know what our price range is. Or they would come in here and say, how much is that one? How much is that one? How much is that one? So to save us and the consumer some time, we've waxed out all our prices. So we got prices on all our wax. Obviously we got to update. You got to stay with the market because the prices of this stuff goes up and down. So you just gotta make sure you're on top of it and providing the best deals you can for our customers. New stuff coming out every day. We gotta try and keep as much stuff on our shelves as we can. So obviously we wanna make sure we have stuff in every range for every consumer, whether that be hanger packs, blaster packs, but we really always wanna make sure that we have hobby on shelves, right? So between Illusions hobby, Obsidian hobby, keep going down the line, limited hobby, select hobby, it just keeps going. We want to make sure we have stuff from multiple years, right? 2022 Prism hobby, 2023 Prism hobby, having a little bit of everything, variety of years, variety of products to make sure as many people walk into this store, we have something for them. Never restricted to just cards, right? So we're into a little bit of memorabilia, signed photographs, signed jerseys, signed boxing gloves, whatever the case may be, because those worlds always sort of just blend a little bit together very well. So we like to have some cool stuff on the wall. AJ Brown, signed posters, some Joey B, even got the Jim Kelly for the local Hurricanes fans. You know, you want to make sure you have a mix of stuff from the outside as well as stuff locally, right? From our local Miami teams. That's why over there, you check it out, we got signed Shaq jerseys and then everything from the D-Wade and LeBron.
Those are sick.
Signed up there. Tua, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle. We always want to make sure we have, you know, the local flair as well.
How often does somebody buy like a piece of memorabilia off the wall?
Sort of often. Like I said, we got a dead spot right there.
There it
Someone
is.
came in earlier this week. We got another one over there. So it does happen.
People
you
come
know?
in and buy the memorabilia right off the wall.
And just like the cards, we want to have them priced, ready to move at fair prices. On that note, probably the coolest thing that we have in the store, signed Messi jersey.
Wow. That's so sick.
I mean, it's obviously a high price point.
Yeah.
We've had people make offers on it, but none that, you know, satisfied what we were looking to get for it. Mike Tyson signed glove right there.
Look at this.
We actually have two of them.
All right, so we got a regular customer here. We got YZ who buys for Bleacher Breaks. What's up?
What's going on? As you can see, we have some beautiful cards placed out here, and everything is priced fairly. We buy with pole wax, and you know, I love coming in here, and I'm obviously in the hobby. I buy cards. People don't know, before I started ripping cards as a kid, I was a memorabilia collector and got into cards because I realized I could hit jersey patches, autos, and I love the feel of the shop, the fact that they incorporated the memorabilia. They have breaking, they can reach anyone in the country.
What's your favorite part about a card shop in the hobby?
Probably the people, the stories, everything you see, the people you meet. I just love connections. I love people. I'm a big people person. Mojo knows, me and him have had talks at shows for hours. I just love meeting people, hearing their stories, where they came from, where they're at today. If I can give back and help people, that's honestly what I love most.
And how has the hobby helped you?
Made a couple bucks, but more importantly, some better friends like Dano and everyone at Pole Wax.
So, as someone that has won this before, I could say I'm awfully confident.
What are you gonna go for?
More for the Deshaun, man. All right, here we go. This one's for YZ.
Oh, you're holding it down, and then you hold it, then you let go. Oh my God, you got it.
Oh my God, I was so close.
Oh. All right, now you know how to play.
Okay.
You wanna go?
All right.
You wanna go?
Wanna go?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, you touched it.
This is a good sweat.
Oh, he's going again.
It is, right?
It's tough, dude.
Oh no.
Way off.
Try.
All right, your turn. Let's go.
Let's do this.
What are you gonna go for?
I'm going for my PC. Tua. Got it.
Oh! Oh my
was
gosh,
close.
that was so close.
That was close. Jack, get after it.
Jack, go. The natural, the store owner.
Here we go.
I've spent entire Saturday afternoons with like slow afternoons in the shop, just missed.
So these guys, they have their brick and mortar, but their main bread and butter has been online, and they've become some of the biggest breakers in the entire world.
Weeks like this week where we have a guy going out of town, it could be difficult, yeah. Okay, we also have 2020 NFL Select, which is $14.50. Bro, people love that. They see 2020 and they freak out. Bro, we could do one 2020 Select, 2 Optic FOTL, Nova box.
So tell me about what you're doing right now.
We're planning for tonight's stream. It was Contenders release day on Friday, and we had 20 cases. We ran through the 20 cases. It was a hot product, and now we're stuck with Select, Optic, and Optic FOTL, but we want to get creative. And then we have Ralph streaming on Fanatics.
What's going on, brother? Nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you, bro.
He's been streaming on Fanatics now for 2 weeks. He's the best moderator we ever had. and now I'm gonna put them on main 3 mornings. Now Ralph likes to party and likes to party hard, so me giving him Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning is gonna be quite the sacrifice. But he seems, look at him, he seems
Ralph,
to be
how
happy
do you,
about
Ralph,
it.
how do you feel about that? Is it gonna ruin the party scene in 305?
I'll do what it takes. I'll create the streamer party.
There we go.
All right, there you go.
I'll make the streamer party.
Yeah,
Straight out of the club to
He might
the.
go from space to pole wax, but as long as the moderator knows how to handle the back end stuff, we're good.
Got off the phone trying to organize the schedule. Is this what a typical Sunday looks like?
Yes. So I have a block A and a block B schedule. So it's typically like they know that 1 week it's gonna be block A, next week it's gonna be block B. So it's been super easy to do recently. Now when there's a change, like someone going out of town, it takes the whole. I have to rotate everything. So and that's where I have to get approvals from them, because my end goal is to make everyone happy, right? And if they have a birthday on Saturday and I schedule them on Saturday, they're just gonna be mad at me and then do bad on the stream. Our biggest focus is always to just fill this slate, right?
And you guys have are you going for round the clock breaking?
Yeah. So we try to get as close to 24 hours as possible.
Say, we're definitely good for 18 to 20, right?
Yeah.
18 to 20 hours a day.
We have 4 breakers on Whatnot. We have 2 breakers on Fanatics. We have 2 breakers on Pole Wax breaks.
Wow.
So,
You guys are going. You're
Yeah.
rolling.
so Mike orders a bunch of stuff, and by accident he sends it to the retail store. I just found this jacket. It's really hard.
So he bought this for his personal wear? Yeah. And you're going to wear it?
I should, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's nice. Material's nice.
This is your bonus. You've worked hard.
Hope he doesn't see this.
To Jalen Waddle. Got YZ in the house. What do you think of the store?
This store is phenomenal. We're at the best card shop in all of South Florida, and that is Pole Wax.
How often do you come here?
This is my first time in the shop. I've been in the Breaker studio a couple times, did some content with them, hung out with the boys. Pole Wax, I work for Bleacher Breaks, but Pole Wax is my second favorite breaking company. I love them all, and they are all family.
All right, Dano. So when you hire breakers, I mean, most of them are in their 20s,
Yeah. So
around Florida. Tell me about that.
So the hiring process is very different, right? Because you never know, someone could tell you, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And they could not always be telling the truth. But you have to have trust in people, and you have to have, your gut feeling, right? And you have to listen to it. So I met Ralph. This is Ralph. He's a breaker with us. He was a shipper, a moderator. And Ralph, I met him at a shoe store. And in that shoe store, I just liked his vibe. He was funny. He was making me laugh. We were kind of treating each other like we always knew each other. It was the first time we ever met. And, I make a hiring post on my personal Instagram, and Ralph's like, I'm there. Where do I sign up? I bring him in. It was a strict interview because I like to just be honest with them. And he's telling me how hardworking he's going to be and how he wants to do this and he wants this. And I love the drive, but again, I don't really pay attention to it. So I said, okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity to show us.
I started at Pole Wax as a shipper, so I had Dano looking over me 24/7 every day that I was there. But seriously, at Pole Wax, I've met great people. There's not one day, like he said earlier, there's literally not one day where I drive to work and I'm like, I don't want to go to work. I just enjoy the environment. I'm getting along with people that like the same things I like. Sports. We talk about betting. We talk about the next games. We talk about everything going on in the hobby. And it's amazing to also watch myself grow in the company, from shipping to then moderating, getting to know people on platforms, so that, for example, now that I'm a breaker, I know a lot of people on the platform, and a lot of people are like, oh my God, let me go break with Ralph because, Ralph is new. He has the hot hands. Or I really love what I do, and I cannot have one bad thing to say about what I do. What I love about the people in the community is just how friendly everybody is. Whether it's a card show, whether you're streaming on Whatnot or a platform or Fanatic, whatever it is, people are always going to have that good vibe when you hit a good card. So everybody's going to be, oh, okay, you hit a nice card, or this, that, whatever. And then vice versa at shows, like, hey, you're buying a card for a good price. You're making deals. You're just connecting with the community.
These guys do tell me I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Oh, I hold them accountable every single day. And if they're, if they told me all those things, and I catch them on their phone, I catch them taking 45-minute breaks without clocking out, whatever it is, I bring them back to my office and I have a conversation with him. Ralph, how many conversations did I have with you?
At least, I'd say 30 plus.
So I do this thing, right, where I see them on their phone when they're shipping, or let's say when they're moderating, I'll just shoot them a message, say, is she cute? That's all I say. is she cute? Because then all that it takes is for them to know that I'm watching, and it doesn't know.
I got that "is she cute" message at least 10 times.
And what do you say?
I'm sorry.
How it typically goes. I'll do a quick example. So they go like this. They're like texting on their phone, whatever. They're on Hard Rock half of the time, and then it'll show "is she cute" on the top, and they go like this. Keep going. It's the best thing ever.
Oh my god.
Given that, you know, Rick and Mortars are the core of the hobby, we decided to open one up, and realistically just to meet different customers and have a place to have people come in to hang out with us and rip boxes with us and share this amazing hobby. I do see still today that there's so many hobby shops that don't have a breaking operation, and I truly challenge them to have a breaking operation because it's the future of the hobby. And going based off the future, I think Topps right now and Fanatics is really just taking over the breaking scene, the buying scene, everything. I think the future really stands and lies on Topps. Card shops and breaking are literally the future of this industry, and Topps, Fanatics, they're invested in it, so the future's looking bright. I treat every customer like a friend because realistically we have the same interests. It's a beautiful thing what this hobby could do, and on my way to work every single day, I'm singing to Mariah Carey just because I'm happy to be doing what I do every single day. And obviously there's stress and stuff like that, but what I like to say is there's stress that's worth it and there's stress that's not worth it. And when you love what you do, it's very easy to be stressed and not worry about it. So I'm excited. Thank you, Mojo, for coming by.
Stay tuned for part 2 of this video where we head over to their new offices and dive deep into their legendary breaking operation. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.